Hey there! So today we have another review. This is courtesy of Firestone Walker. Thank you so much. This is just crazy, crazy, crazy that they signed me up for the Brewmasters Collective. I thought it'd be appropriate to review the first auspicious beer that they sent me. Auspicious in the sense that, well, not really auspicious. I think it's like foreboding. There's a word there that I'm looking for. You guys let me know. They sent me a 12-pack, and it had a Union Jack in there. But it's talking about some beers, and people were like, "Oh, Double Jack. What about Double Jack?" And they talk about Double Jack. Double Jack, if you don't know, used to come in a bomber. Their classic West Coast IPA, West Coast Double IPA. I actually have a review of it on the channel, so I'll post a link above. That was just a while ago. This review is probably 10 years old. Yeah, about 10 years old. And Double Jack was the early flagship of flag bearers of the West Coast IPA. Hit the market in 2009. 2009, that's 17 years ago. So part of the Proprietors Reserve Series. So they put a bunch of beers in bombers, including Double Jack, Wookie Jack, Walker's Reserve, and Opal. I specifically remember those. Crazy. But then got retired in 2016, so 10 years ago, no more. Wow, yeah. I guess that reminds me about the time. Did a brief return in 12 packs in 2020, 2021. I obviously don't get distribution, so I never had that. And then it just disappeared. And now it's back 30 years. Let's go, Double IPA. So it is, I'm going to not look at the notes. It's like, yeah, you guys can see this. It's got like a little bit of history, but then like notes and stuff. I'm going to skip that because I'm going to use my palette and tell you all about it. By the way, they literally press released this on their website yesterday. So this beer doesn't even have a like, hey, here are the malts and the hops and all this stuff like most of their beers do. And it's like very informative. But this beer does it. Ooh, do you know what I should do? Guess the other thing. I can't wait to watch this. Because you get, like, this is the content I'm here for. I want Matt Brindleson to tell me about Double Jack. So I actually don't know if there's a video of it, but I will look for it. Because that's kind of geekery I love. Like, I want the brewer or somebody to tell me about the beer. That's, like, cool in my mind. I listen to way too many beer podcasts, so, like, that's just right up my alley. Double IPA, don't know what the hops are in here. Ideally, they stayed true to the... I assume they probably stayed true to the recipe. Because, like, if you're not, like... So, a lot of recipes in beer, you end up just, like, evolving it in time because you keep brewing it, and want to update it. But, like, if you, like, haven't really been brewing this beer... Like, this beer was last brewed 6 years ago, right? 5 years ago. Maybe you didn't change the recipe? I don't know. 9.5% canned. Jesus Christ. 3 weeks ago. Beautiful kind of a medium to deep gold color. Yeah. Head was not great in retention. Yeah, it smells good. Yeah. Classic. A little bit of plasticky hop character. Yeah, a little bit of that. But it's just West Coast. It's sweet grapefruit, pine. Like, man, these are adjectives I miss, but a little bit of caramel malt character, a little bit of leaning towards like drippy citrus. Like, honestly, the nose initially just like sends me back to Fathead's Headhunter. Grapefruit, orange, pineapple, a little bit of dank weed, and that weird kind of thyly, plasticky dank thing. Ooh, there's something extra in there I'm looking for. What is that? Candy. It's like got this like water. What's pink? Strawberry starburst thing going on? Yeah, something like that. Strawberry cherry starburst, something like pink red going on. A little bit candied and fruity. Oof. So you not only get the range of like orange and yellow fruits, but you also get the range of like pink and red fruits too. Oh, it smells awesome. Big beer. Cheers. Okay. What is that? There is, just like I've smelled it, there is a noticeable plasticky dank thing that's like very obvious. I was checking out my review. I think they used to call it blue basil. I don't know if that's like the herbaceous thing I'm looking for, but it's something a little bit heady topperish. There's something dank and herbal and something in here that's like very specifically not fruity. That's very obvious and like just hitting my brain or my palate. Yeah, and then there's a beautiful kind of like just candied sweetness in the middle, the front palate. It's like sugary. There's a sugary malt sweetness up front that's really nice because it plays well with the fruit character. Because then you get like this kind of like, this kind of like citrus oleosaccharum thing, which is a word that you guys don't even know about, but it's basically macerated citrus peel and sugar, which is a bartender thing. But it has this kind of like just like getting great sweet, like white and yellow grapefruit peel, and getting the oily essence of it with sugar and just like licking that thing. Oof. It's got a dankness riding throughout. Yeah, I didn't realize, but this very much tastes like there are analogies to Fatheads has a little bit of this too. There's this like weird like and I imagine Simcoe. This is weird like dankness that's like sort of like overriding, that's got a little bit this kind of plastic thing that reminds me a little bit of Heady Topper too. The beer is lean, but it's got a warming alcohol on the way down. Bro, this drink's a solid 8. It's a 9.5 beer. It's got a really nice kind of like little bit of biscuit and caramel chew to it. Sneaky beer. Beer is not that bitter. Honestly, I'm surprised. Yeah, it's really not that bitter. I would bet that the beer has changed, because this is now, I see, a 9.5% beer at 54 IBUs. 54 IBUs? What? A 9.5? Like, if you guys don't know, like, a 9.5 West Coast IPA probably should be jumping at, like, at least when I was drinking West Coast Double IPA. Okay, let's say right about the time they discontinued this beer probably would have been an 80, 90 IBU beer. Or other comparable beers, like other big double IPAs, because like double IPA, generally sits at like 8.85. This is a 9.5 beer. I would have guessed this beer was almost 100 IBUs, or like comparable beers. Like back then, if you're a West Coast brewery trying to produce a double IPA, I would have guessed like you were getting towards 90 to 100 IBUs. And they've almost had that. I've noticed it. Like you get this really beautiful saturated hop character, beautiful malt, like just blending in with the beer. It's got a little bit of honey to it too. I don't know what malts are using. Honey biscuit character with that kind of like dankness, with that kind of fruity, grapefruity character. I also get some candy pineapple in here. A little bit of that kind of Starburst candy. A little bit of this kind of Skittles thing, just like sweet hard sweet, confectionery candy thing, which is really beautiful. I'm thinking pink cotton candy too. But then the bitterness is not as like stiff. Like I feel like I want a little bit more stiffness to it, which is a weird thing to say. Now it came out of my mouth. But like I want to like boom. I want something like it's dry-ish, but I also want some bitterness, more bitterness behind it. But that's just maybe how people brew beer these days, including West Coast IPA. So, deep gold with orange shoes, white foam, aroma, grapefruit, tangerine, pineapple, pine, mango, peach. So yeah, probably a little bit more fruit character than I was saying. Yeah, now I smell peach. A little bit of peach ring, yeah. Taste, medium malty, yeah. Alcohol sweetness and a firm bitterness. See, that's where I'm going to disagree. I don't think the bitterness is firm enough. I mean, they won't write that. It's firm-ish. It's firm minus, but it's definitely not a firm bitterness. I would not say it's a firm bitterness at all. The bitterness is like medium on this, guys. A firm bitterness, I would guess, is medium plus at least. And then they go full-bodied with warming alcohol, for sure, on the mouthfeel. So, good descriptors. No offense, Firestone Walker. I feel like I could write some better ones. That's just me being really jacked up on my self-confidence. But they're very close. They're very close. Like full body warm alcohol for sure. Taste medium malts, alcohol with alcohol sweetness and firm bitterness. Yeah, sure. And then again, aroma, they go grapefruit, tangerine, pineapple, pine, mango, peach. No, there's definitely more than that. There's definitely this kind of like solventy thing. You ever smell a cleaner where it just has an extra oomph up your nose where it's like, oh, like, right? There's this extra dankness that's like very obvious along with the fruitiness. That is so good, though. That's so good, though. I just love this kind of like marriage of a little bit of sweetness, the booziness, and it's like the 9.5 has not made this beer like too what's the word I'm looking for? It hasn't made it too boozy. It's really pushed it to give more mouthfeel and unctuousness, and like this is where you hide alcohol, where you actually are able to play the fight of why are we actually at 9.5? We're giving you more mouthfeel, we're giving you more like texture, and that's when a 9.5 hoppy beer is successful, right? Love it. This is so good. Rating. Ranted enough. That's so good. I wish it wasn't 9.5 because like I want to have a bunch of these, but I obviously cannot. That is going to be a solid 98 plus. This is just like I don't know where to find a beer like this. You know, like even Fathead's Headhunter is absolutely delicious, but like to punch you in the face at 9.5 is another kind of different experience. So I don't. Yeah. Until next time. Thank you so much, Firestone Walker. Absolutely delicious. Cheers.